who was not the original person, they put someone who would be condemned in heaven. So let's get it straight here, folks. If you have an alternative lifestyle and a man is sleeping with a man and a woman sleeping with a woman, you're not going to heaven. Yahuwah says that is blasphemy. In fact, it is condemnation. You do not want to be condemned at all. So this is not spreading hate. This is just telling it like it is, the truth. And remember, they say the truth will set you free, but in reality, the truth may make you run out in the street and holler and scream. Okay, so I've got the Sabbath has been altered. I'm not even worshiping on the correct day. Scripture has been altered. It's been changed from 10 months to 8 to 12 months, and anything that referred to a 10-month calendar has been destroyed. Blaspheming the name of Yahuwah, meaning that what you're doing is, and people say, what do you mean blaspheming the name of Yahuwah? You said that Yahuwah got Mary pregnant to create Yeshua, which is Jesus. That's fornication. If you're not married to the woman, it's fornication. It has nothing to do, it doesn't matter who you are. And you say, well, how is that? The sons of heaven were spirits, came near seeking women. And it says in Scripture, due to fornication is why the world was destroyed. Meaning due to them sleeping with these women, creating these Nephilims, these giants, that is fornication. So the world had to be destroyed. It made a lot of ministers will make you think, oh, Sodom and Gomorrah, that's where it had to be destroyed. For one, there is no name of Sodom and Gomorrah. It's Sodom, C-E-D-O-M, and Amorah. Not no Gomorrah, it's Amorah. I was reading that yesterday. I'm thinking, well, where did Sodom and Gomorrah come from? It's Sodom and Amorah. Okay, we're worshiping on the wrong day. Scripture has been altered. We blaspheme the name of Yahuwah, saying that he fornicated with Mary to create Yeshua, which makes no sense. Polluted altars. Yahuwah warned that if we shape stones with our own tools, we will defile his altar. Worship must remain pure and unaltered, meaning that, you know how the preacher stands up at the altar. Oh, it's the altar. Lay your hands on the altar. Something has been carved out of wood, been shaped, maybe metal. You may have the fancy glass that is engraven. That is referred to as a polluted altar. Remember, an altar was supposed to just be a bunch of stones. They cannot be river stones. They cannot be smooth stones. They cannot be chiseled stones. You just take a bunch of stones, rocks, pile them up. That's your altar. That's it. It says it in Scripture. So we're looking at polluted altars that these ministers are standing up behind, telling you to lay the hands on the altar. We've got altar Scripture. We're not worshiping on the correct day. Worshiping the image of a man, and you were told not to. And the image of a man is someone with an alternative lifestyle. Now, you're teaching that to children. You think that's going to get you into heaven? You teaching that to children? And remember, we're trying to earn our extra credit here. Yeah, we want our extra credit to get into heaven. We're not going to do what we're told to do. We just want to do something so we can get our extra credit. Okay, let's continue, ladies and gentlemen. No women in heaven. Scripture shows that if there were female angels, the sons of Elohim, or Elohim, E-L-O-H-Y-I-M. Eliom. Okay, I'm sorry, folks. I'm mispronouncing that. They would not have come to earth seeking the women. This reflects mankind's misunderstanding of the heavenly order. The problem is that women are the ones that prop up the church. So this is why I'm going to make you believe that somehow you're more holier than men. But the reality is, men are coming from heaven, women are here on earth. Does it mean that women do not go to heaven once they leave earth? No, I did not say that. It just says that there are men in heaven. And how do we know? We know by the angel names. When we read scripture, we always read Yahuwah or God took him, but we never hear Yahuwah or God took her. Never hear that, do you? Okay. What you have to understand, folks, is that the evidence has always been before us, yet the great deceiver has blinded many with words twisted into false definitions. So we must each ask ourselves, if I do not do what is written, should I be credited for something else and still be allowed into heaven? So, again, ladies and gentlemen, we're not doing what you're supposed to do. And everybody thinks, oh, I don't drink, I don't smoke, I don't cuss. No, 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 no. There are other requirements that you're supposed to follow. One is the correct teaching. Abraham shows this. This is why he got away from his father, who was the first minister after the flood. He would have been the first minister, and then Nimrod was the first king. They both knew they were misguiding the people, and they did not care. Abraham did not follow them under the assumption, I'm doing something, I should be given credit, and I'm going to heaven. He did not follow that. He got away from it. So you have to make a decision, ladies and gentlemen. You're doing extra credit, should you still be allowed into heaven? But according to my book, remember, this is no ticket to heaven, the way they have it right now. This is Anthony's Shoulders. It's just waking up the brain. It's not trying to cause conflict. Whatever your minister tells you, believe him. Just follow him. But I can find nowhere in the Bible that it says, one, I must attend church. Don't forsake the congregation does not mean you must attend church or need to. And nowhere in the Bible does it say I need to be listening to a preacher and following him. In fact, it says you are responsible for seeking him on your own. You cannot get to heaven, want to go to heaven, and be hollering and complaining that your minister misguided you. That is not going to fly very well. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, don't forget we've got hats on our website, nowomeninheaven.com. We have our t-shirts. Probably some of you men gonna want that t-shirt, especially if you're coming out of divorce court. And we have our coffee mugs, and I've had the picture upgraded. You can also purchase this on the website, and I'm gonna have to get the bumper stickers there. This is Anthony's Shoulders for nowomeninheaven.com. Thank you. Be safe out there, and remember, this is for open discussion. Go ahead and remember, like or dislike, subscribe, and eventually we'll have membership to where we won't have a lot of nonsense on the website. We're also on our video comments. We can get rid of the nonsense and just have a good discussion, educated, intelligent discussion. Thank you very much, and be safe out there. Thank you.